guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to give you a flip through of my, I'm now actually going to be calling this my practice journal, because I find that if I want to try something out on one of my other journals, this is the journal I reach for first so that everything goes smoothly. I'm a little bit of a type A person, and so that's why I do it that way. Anyways, I have this clip not for decorative purposes, but for useful purposes when I am journaling. It's a good place. I like to clip it onto the paper that I'm stopping at or whatever. So it's not important. It's just there. And then I have my table of contents. I've kind of written down the things that I have done. And I did not film all of these for you guys only because my camera died and it was having a moment. So I ended up not filming all of these things, but I just decided I'll give you guys a flip through and let you see everything as well. Some of these you have seen in some videos, but we're just going to flip through from the front to the back and I'll explain anything along the way. But most likely I'm just going to set this to some music and you guys can just enjoy the flip through. Okay, so here I got into a little bit more of the art journaling vibe and feel, although this could be very easy to turn into an actual journaling page. You just wouldn't add a lot of the embellishments that I did. So here is this one. Again, this is more considered like an art journal theme. And on these little Dutch doors, I actually made them the exact same on both sides. I think a lot of times people feel like they have to make them two different sizes, but I made these the exact same size. And we have this one, and this collection, these stickers and things like that, are from Vintage Flea Market. And then this, I was more leaning towards figuring out if I wanted to do some creative journaling, and I wanted to see if I could incorporate some of the scrapbook papers that I have into my creative journaling. And I definitely think that I could, and I actually have ordered a book and am going to start doing some type of creative journaling theme. So instead of having black washi here, I would just write some, it would be my writing instead. But I do still love the way that this turned out because my favorite thing in the whole wide world is Halloween and my favorite color in the whole wide world is pink. And so this pink Halloween spooky is absolutely my jam. This house is like my dream home. I would love to live in a home like that someday, but I don't know if it's going to be a possibility. Anyways, so here is this spread. And I think this spider's so cute. I hate spiders, but that one's cute. And then this one I really struggled with. I think I did too many pages for the supplies that I had on hand. This page would have been better with like mild liners for writing, but this is definitely, it gave me an idea of what I can do with what I do have, which is you can just do something simple like a big sticker here at the bottom, a simple one at top, and then do the writing in between and on the sides. You don't have to make it completely decorated, but this is what this one ended up turning out like. Again, it's not my favorite, but it'll do. Okay, so this is the section I have for my family history journal that I will be doing. I have this covered up because it gives you my full name and I don't need my identity stolen or stalkers. So here we are. Anyways, My goal is to put a picture here of the person that I'm doing research on, and then have like where in the tree, and then have little boxes that go all the way down. This is so kind of like a little bit see-through, so I'm just trying to cover that up. Have this go all the way down to like my name's here at the top, arrows and boxes to which line it comes from, and that is how I'm related to this person. And so I've got a couple of those, and then here is where I'm going to write his life story. And again, these pages are the exact same length, so however long that person's life story is, that's how many pages I will do. I will just keep writing until I finish filling up these pages. And then over here, this page is just a little bit shorter, or a little bit longer, as you can see right here. It's just a little bit longer than the previous one, and this is where I'll go into the married life that they had with their kids, and then that will last for however long. And then right here will be a picture with their kids, maybe their names from oldest to youngest, and then maybe the one that I am through, the grandfather before, my grandfather instead of my great-grandfather, for example, I will have his name in bold or highlighted or something, is kind of my game plan. But then from here, so this is a male, from here I would do the females, and then the same type of relationship here with however many pages we need for their life. And then this is their life before marriage, and then their life before marriage, like college and stuff. And then right here, because we already included their married life and their family and their kids back here, then here I will do a picture of the couple, on like a final picture of the couple. Anyways, so that's kind of my plan on how I want this family history journal to work. Whether or not it works that way, I guess time will tell, but that is my plan. I like that I was able to use this journal to kind of sketch it out and see if it was something that I was gonna lean towards. Again, all of these tapes are from 49 and Market. They just have really, really beautiful washi tapes. But this is kind of where I also got like the darker vibe is what I was going for here. I really liked the black and the white. Any color or kind of picture will go with it. And I didn't want the decorations and the fun elements to the journal to pull away from the actual story that this journal will be telling. So that is what I did there. And then here I had some fun Christmas washi tapes that I really wanted to try out, and some Christmas washi stamps. My daughter and I got on and made some AI Christmas images for this page. And so this one was just really fun. We die cut out Santa's list. Me and my daughter did this one together. We put in this little window here, and no matter which way you turn it, this way you have Santa flying outside, and this way you have a Christmas tree. And this is what I'm talking about. You can have some more journaling in here. I think that adding the lines for the journaling just really pulls the spread together. Anyway, so I'm really looking forward to doing a Christmas spread in my own creative journal after trying this one out in here. I think it looks really fun, and it just adds an extra little element to the spread. And then here, same thing. I love fall and I love all things pumpkin, and so I wanted to try out this pumpkin-y spread, and I was specifically trying to, this is a washi tape from 49 and Market that I'm not gonna lie, I'm not that big of a fan of. I think that there are better, prettier washi tapes out there for me personally, but I actually really liked how I used it for this fall spread because it kind of was able to pull all of the things together. Here I have it at the beginning and the end of the spread. We die cut out and stamped some pumpkins, and then used those as tabs for our Dutch doors. Again, you have the journaling spaces here, and then there's another pumpkin die cut here. What made it easy with these die cuts is that it's very easy to turn them into Dutch doors because they are equal on both sides. So that was really great and fun to do. We did two of these more pretty pumpkins. Again, this is 49 Market washi tape. This is washi tape from the Eyelet Outlet, and then this softer washi tape is from Mr. Penn, I believe. So we have the two softer ones. I just really liked how this one turned out as well. I used darker colors, which I wasn't really expecting to do, but I really, really enjoyed it. And then here you guys have seen this spread before. This is just where I swatched some washi tape that I was thinking about using. I'm really glad that I swatched these ones because for my future family history journal, I really needed those swatched out so I could see what I'm going to be, what the colors are exactly for what I want to use them for. And then this one, I was kind of just playing around and I made a cute little book list. This is where I have decided that I also want to do a reading journal. So this was something that I was kind of playing with if I wanted to have a book list like this in a journal spread. I'm still undecided on that, but I guess we'll see when I get that journal in the mail. And then this, I was playing around with doing like a cover page on one of my journals. I die cut out my name. This is some washi tape. These are some really pretty rub-ons that I have. These rub-ons, again, are from 49 and Market. So yeah, I was just playing around, just having some fun. This I would consider more art journaly. So yeah, that's what this journal is for. It's for me to put my ideas in and see if I like it, if it's going to jam, if it's something I'm like, no, I'm not that big of a fan of, but it was fun to do. Here it is. And it's not in my actual journals. So here is me trying to figure out how to draw a bookcase for my reading journal. Now, I was specifically going for 19, about 120 books on the shelf. I read 120 books last year, and so I just assumed that I'm gonna get really close to that again this year. And I didn't really know how many books I could fit on a shelf. Turns out you can fit quite a lot. So I haven't actually like finished this, but I was also testing out like some washi tape for the bookshelves if I liked the gold at the top and the bottom or just the bottom. So yeah, so this was just me kind of doodling and having some fun. I also like the idea of the bookshelf being a little Dutch door inside the spread. And so I played with that idea a little bit. And then I decided, okay, if I use this bookshelf as a Dutch door and it fits all of my books on it front to back, what type of information would I want to be able to see at a glance for this bookshelf? And a lot of people color their bookshelves based on genre, based on star rating, based on, oh, that's all I've seen. So I haven't really decided what one I'd want to do. I think the easier option is going to be based on star rating versus the genre, just because so much of my genres intercross, or interwoven. So we'll see how that goes. But this is kind of what I would want my key to look like if I did do it this way. And then I also wanted to see, I love seeing a book per month. And so this is kind of what I'm thinking for that journal page. And this is just a book that I like to kind of put my ideas in and see if I like them. And then the end of the year stats, I haven't really written down what I want to track or what I want to see there, but that is where I'm at in this journal. And then of course, I do have a video of this. This is the monthly notes. So I just kind of made these little Dutch doors and I put the highlight of the month in these tabs, which I really, really enjoyed creating this page a lot. It is something that I found quite fun, quite challenging, but just enjoyable as well. And so I really enjoyed this one. We'll see if I can remember to write down those highlights, because even though it is in my like experimental journal, I still want to use it for the purposes that I have in there for. So that is at the end of the book. I used quite a few pages at the end of the book. I don't have very many pages left for creativity in the middle of the book, but that's all right. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you find time to sit down and create. I hope that this video was able to inspire you to create and to create more. Anyways, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.